Kanye West show in Poland has been canceled.
Kanye West just got canceled again. This time in Poland, and it's getting serious. The rapper, now known as Kanye West, was supposed to perform a massive concert in June 2026, but the venue suddenly pulled the plug after huge backlash. Why? Because of his past controversial statements, including anti-Semitic remarks and even praise for Hitler, which sparked outrage, especially in a country deeply affected by World War II. Polish officials didn't hold back, saying they could even ban him from entering the country. And this isn't just Poland. His shows in the UK were already blocked, and France is also considering action. Despite apologizing earlier this year, the backlash keeps growing, leaving fans wondering, is Kanye's global tour falling apart?
What's up, world? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join that membership, and all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. So the world is coming to its senses slowly but surely. I know a lot of you want to believe that Kanye West is a changed man, that he's reformed because of that one apology in the Wall Street Journal where he kind of apologized to African Americans a little bit. It wasn't an apology to me, and it damn sure wasn't enough to forgive or forget. And he went to the kind of apologized more so to directly to Jewish people than African Americans. But some people took that as a yes, let's love Kanye again. And Kanye was back on board. He had the 2 shows in LA. They sold out. Massive globe stage spinning around, and a lot of people went. 80,000 people went 2 nights straight. Then he had some shows in the UK book. This, that, and the third. He's supposed to be on the Wireless Fest. Well, a lot of stuff has happened since that happened, gang. And people starting to come to their senses. They're grabbing their pitchforks and they're heading down to crucify this guy because he deserves it, gang. I don't understand how we got here where he was booking Poland, booking the UK, all these places where you can't even say Adolf Hitler's name. You can't say Nazis. You can't say none of this stuff. But he said it all and took years taking this stuff for a joke. And he thinks that one apology should absolve him of that. Well, Poland ain't playing, and Poland had a lot to say about that. I don't even know why they booked him there, gang. I'm just going to be honest. It's like people lost their mind. He did this apology, and all of a sudden, he was safe to do business again. It's safe to play with Kanye West again. Let's bring him out, bring him out. No, I don't understand it, because to me, and I just saw the post that he put up. He put up yet another post that he knows he has more work to do. Well, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. I saw the apology. Then it seemed like the apology, after the apology, he went silent. He put one more post up when they were talking about canceling that show in the UK. When they started talking, before they actually canceled it, they were talking about canceling it. And Kanye put up a post. I think he was trying to save that event where he was saying, I know I got more work to do. I'm willing to do the work. But you're not doing the work. You're very silent on this. You're just seeing if these shows pop or don't. And I think that he's thinking that if I just sit back and just be quiet, let things play out, let my legal team and my PR team do their job, then I may be able to save some of this. But we're starting to see a lot of these places are not having it. Okay? And Poland has come to their senses and decided to not deal with Kanye. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Challz, you're hating. Why do you keep saying that they shouldn't deal with him, or they've come to their senses as if Ye doesn't deserve a chance, a shot of redemption? Well, redemption is earned. I don't feel like you can go 10 years doing this much damage, right? He literally got videos with Nick Fuentes and other supremacists. He literally had on a KKK uniform, right? He lit a black hair. He had a white one and a black one. And a lot of people try to be like, Challz, this is from Africa. This is from France. This is traditional garb that they turned into Nazism. Well, Kanye, turned into the KKK. Well, Kanye didn't know that, because there literally was a text that came out a couple of days ago where he had I believe he texted academics, and he said, are you okay with me wearing my KKK uniform? Right? So he calling it a KKK uniform. So all that stuff y'all trying to flip it and bounce it into this, that, and the third, no. And all that stuff that Dave Blunt's wrote for him for what was supposed to be World War III and Cuck, which he realized, it's a sinking ship. All of this Nazi stuff, I can't sell no merch with it. I can't get no shows. My music not moving. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop being a Nazi tomorrow morning. When I wake up, I ain't a Nazi no more. And we're gonna start the propaganda to get me off of that list. The list that he was dying to be a part of, right? We seen Kanye West go for years trying to be a part of things that he feel like he can't get a part of. Remember how desperate he was to get into the fashion industry? 100-year-old fashion houses, he want them to let him in just because he's Kanye West. And they were like, I think not, right? So Kanye desperately, he'll make a lot of noise. He'll stomp his feet to get into places where he hasn't earned and he really don't belong in. So I guess he ran with the Nazi thing. He didn't belong there either, and he didn't belong in KKK. So he went out of his way to become a part of those those entities too. But it worked, right? They started to respect him. They started to believe in him, and they started to believe that his message was going to be one of I guess, triumph for them, because he put it in a lot of places. He converted a lot of people. He converted way more people than you understand. Way more people than Kanye will ever understand converted to those ideologies because Kanye told him that's what he was. And a lot of them not going back now that he's so-called denouncing it, which he never really denounced it. We never heard him say he denounced it. We saw a article and a paid advertisement in the Wall Street Journal. There's no video footage of him denouncing anything. Okay? So he could, for all we know, this dude could be David Duke just sitting in the background chilling. So I don't think that Kanye gets to save face and start to make millions of dollars again, so his fans can brag on how much money his shows are doing when he hasn't renounced and denounced anything. He put something in a paid advertisement in the Wall Street Journal. So no, I'm not for Kanye getting these shows anywhere. You got to atone, do some real shit, do some real footwork. Just like you made all them records about being a Nazi, hell, Hitler, this, that, and the third, make some records about not being one. Do some public service announcements. Do some stuff where we can see that you are denouncing this. You haven't done nothing. I need as much effort as you put into bringing that shit out as you did before. This dude gave what's Drake's boy's name with the goofy dude from Canada, right? I don't remember this goofy dude's name. Top 5 gave him a iced out swastika chain. We need that kind of effort. We need that kind of effort, dog. So you did all that to get that swastika chain and you gave it to him. You got more than one. You're selling merch. You went to the Super Bowl. You did an advertisement for people to go to your site, and the site crashed because so many people went over there to buy they get there and it's swastika merch. No, you got to do more. Let me continue with this article, man. Kanye West show in Poland is canceled days after scheduling it. The article is by Zachary Horvath for hotnewhiphop.com. All right. Kanye West had a show lined up in Poland in June earlier this week, but the stadium director has come forward with a brutal message. Kanye knows he's made it hard on himself to perform in other countries. After hearing rumblings of another cancellation in France, he decided to postpone the show there on his own accord. After doing so, he offered up yet another apology. So the France show, he allegedly canceled himself because they was going to do it anyway. So all of them shows, they booked them all. I don't know what these, listen. Money is a powerful drug. Money is a powerful drug. And anticipation of money, especially millions, that's a powerful, that is addictive. So some of these guys jumped out there and kind of got the carriage before the horse. Booked this guy without thinking that, okay, this could go bad. This could end up in a really bad situation where people don't actually agree with this, right? And that's what happened. So now they're backpedaling, talking about canceling or outright canceling, and he getting so nervous he canceling because you can't keep having egg on his face. He offered up another apology. Let me continue with this apology. Quote, I know it takes time to understand the sincerity of my commitment to make amends. I take full responsibility for what's mine, but I don't want to put my fans in the middle of it. My fans are everything to me. Looking forward to the next shows. See you at the top of the globe. That's the whole apology, gang. That's it. Good night. That's the whole apology with this Kanye's trying to make amends, okay? So that's all you get. And if you're not a fan of his, that means nothing to you. Because it sounds like he's more so pandering to his fans on that. He's still not apologizing. Right? So I don't know if that's apologizing. It said, I know it takes time to understand the sincerity of my commitment to my amends. That's not an apology. Let me continue. But even though he's trying to take accountability for his bigoted rants and anti-Semitism, most countries are going to need more time to welcome him back. Poland has just joined the list as they have put a stop to his upcoming show. Per Reuters, Śląski Stadium director Adam Strzeżewski broke this news on his Facebook. Quote, We would like to inform you that the Kanye West concert planned for June 19, 2026 at the Slasky Stadium will not take place due to formal and legal reasons. That means we ain't doing it, can't do it, and refuse to do it. End quote, right? Or in the story, right? Let me continue. On Thursday, Polish culture minister Marta Cienkowska, I did my best with that one. I did my best. Was very much against the idea of having Kanye West even enter their country. Quote, in a country scarred by the history of the Holocaust, we cannot pretend that this is just entertainment, she said. Gang, you made fun of this stuff. You perpetuated this stuff. They take this very serious in Poland. Some very heinous atrocities occurred there. Millions were in a very bad situation. Let's say that. And you want to go try to perform there? You're not thinking this through. The sad thing is they accepted the invite. It's insane, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me continue. Slasky Stadium, known in English as Silesian Stadium, is located in the western city of Chorzow. It can hold over 54,000 people following some updates in 2017. But for the time being, Ye won't be able to perform there. Overall, things were looking up for the Chicago rapper after his massive shows in Mexico City and Los Angeles earlier this year. And I told you, I was completely, with 2026, it was 2025, and I saw that Mexico show had sold out 2 nights in a row. I was like, oh no, I don't know what's going on. I can't call it, but it looks like Ye has been forgiven. He put that apology in the Wall Street Journal, I believe, in the middle of December, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But that Mexico show sold out. Bing bong, right? I was like, wait, what? Then they announced the Los Angeles show. I think maybe they announced that in January. I'm not sure. But when it hit, bing bong, I said, oh God, what's going on? They ready to welcome this man back in. He done next to nothing. And they ready to reward this guy for all them years of being an asshole. They ready to reward him. But you know what? The real world clicked back in like, wait a minute, hold on. I told you Black Twitter was the first one on his ass. Let's just be honest. Black Twitter, we really slowly, we got started slowly, but we kept it going. And they was like putting up memes, this, that, and the third. Oh, you're ready to forgive Kanye for one after releasing one album, but I'm not. They kept that going for a while, and then slowly but surely the next person. Then before you knew it, it's 50 anti-Ye memes, and I was retweeting all of them as fast as I could, because yes, I'm anti-Ye too. Ye haven't done nothing to get redemption from me. I'm just gonna be honest. Let me continue. But for the time being, Ye won't be able to perform there. A lot of countries in Europe are having a horrific link. But with a lot of countries in Europe having a horrific link to the Holocaust, it's really put a damper on his comeback. It's not just a passing phase, gang. These people have had atrocities happen to their people, millions of people. And you want to go there after saying these things. It's not going to work out easily for you, dog. I'm just going to be honest. I put on my Twitter, I said, Kanye just now learning that being a Nazi don't play well to the rest of Earth, right? It don't play well. That small niche fan base that kind of gravitated to that, the ones that's moshing at the show in LA, they may love that, but the rest of the world don't. So he had to realize the grift only gonna go but so far, because you can't grift everywhere on Earth with that nonsense. He's learning the hard way. Let me continue. As it stands now, the 48-year-old artist has 7 shows overseas still on the schedule. Next up is New Delhi, India. I don't think they're going to cancel. I think that's going to happen. New Delhi, India, that's probably going to happen. On May 23rd and on the 30th, he's lined up to perform in Istanbul. That's probably going to happen too. So the New Delhi probably going to happen. Istanbul probably going to happen. Don't you worry about that. Then in June, fans in the Netherlands will have 2 concerts. One on the 6th and the second is on the 8th. The Netherlands. Let's see. Let's see. They may weigh in and say nope, but that could happen. But I don't know yet. They may come to their senses too. After that, Ye will be in Italy for the Hall Watts Festival on July 18th. To wrap things up in Madrid, Spain, will welcome him on the 30th before he travels to Portugal for an August 7th appearance. That Madrid Spain one might not happen. That Portugal one might not happen, but we'll see. He's on the world tour, and the fact that they're even booking him is a toss-up. All right? But with these bans piling up, none of these are guarantees. Now, gang, listen. If 2 more of them things cancel, it's gonna be a code red. He gonna have to come out with a video talking about this, that, and the third. He loved this, he loved that. He gonna have to get on the ball, gang. He got to do some shows. He got to redesign that stage to say, I love everybody in the back. It's gonna be crazy because they still holding you accountable for what you actually really did and said in the last 3 years. You said a lot of really, really heinous things that you should be publicly. Just like you went on that interview tour when you was wearing that mask and you was acting all crazy, this, that, and the third, and you was saying all this shit, do another one. You need about 5 interviews. You got to go back to Drink Champs, go back to Piers Morgan, right? You're going to have to go back everywhere that you went and show the world that you're a new changed man. It ain't going to work with just putting out these little quips in the paper and on your Instagram. That's it, man. I'm out of here. I ain't got nothing else to say. You let me know what you think in the comments about this. Whether you love him or hate him, it's irrelevant to me because I still feel the way I feel. I feel like Kanye don't deserve a chance until he makes amends in the long way, right? That's it. That's all. Head on over to CLBMG, black-yeti.com. Go to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S., all right? Every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show, me, TJ, and Fliz around 9:15, 9:30 on all my social media platforms. Also, I got a Patreon account. I got over 20-some exclusive Patreon videos. Plus, I post the videos that I do on here. Every single day, I post videos over here. I put them over there, too. So you pretty much can watch everything I'm doing, almost everything I'm doing on the Patreon account, all right? So you can be a free member. You can be a paid member. It's up to you, but head on over there to that Patreon, all right? Last but not least, new video, Peanut Butter Tims, me, TJ, and Fliz, we barking on that album. It's called The What Project. Lock in, share it, get in the comments, let people know what you think. Let me know what you think, all right? And on that note, I'm out of here. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe and put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.